You're a fucking loser. You live in your mom's basement. You probably have a 2-inch cock. You sound like a white guy.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a girlfriend.
You're probably a virgin.
So that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you.
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe. Pardon me. And welcome to the 747th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. It is, pardon me, Jesus. It is Tuesday. Wait a minute. It is Tuesday, July 13th of 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. Today's episode is brought to you by Happy Hippocratum. For those days when you run out of disk space and your computer will no longer function, Happy Hippocratum will keep you from destroying your studio. Yes, I know, first world problems. First world problems, totally get that. Dr. Lorenz on the Sharpe stream side is in the chat. Holy moly. Dr. Lorenz, it is good to see you in here today. Very good to see you. Don't mean to be unsanitary. Sorry about that. I forgot to take out my aligners. As always, we are streaming live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and of course, in crystal clear, high resolution 4K to Sharpe stream, which you can get on the app. If you would like to watch on the Sharpe Stream app, just download the Sharpe Stream app, either at the Google Play Store or at the App Store for iOS. Go ahead and just go to sharpestream.com and you will find the downloads for both the iOS and the Google version, the Android version. Oh, man. One of those mornings, it is what it is. Shout out to my guys on Sharpe Stream. Dre Raven, Technomage B5, Hellfong. Looks like Technomage B5 is triple dipping. Hellfong is also in the house, along with Danny DBC, Geeky Anomaly, and Dr. Lorenz. Looks like we've got Axo. Looks like we've got a guest. There's Dr. Pill. So guys are filing in to Sharpe Stream. You can watch Sharpe Stream absolutely free on the mobile app if you want to be able to participate in the chat and all kinds of fun we have there. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe, Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Or you can just become a member of Sharpe Stream. Okay, guys, let's get right to it. So, and pardon me, my voice is a little hoarse. I yelled at Dev today, and so I didn't even yell at her that long, and I still yelled my voice hoarse. And I tried to hold back, but she kept on and kept on, so I had to shout her out of here. So forgive me for the raspy voice today. At any rate, so Kevin Samuels, true to form, had another couple of guests on his show last night, and I'm beginning to maybe realize that a lot of these girls just really call in just to get on Kevin Samuels. Like a lot of these girls kind of do it for the views, right? Kevin Samuels made Jessica famous by calling her average at best. And then, of course, everybody else wanted to pile in. Well, Jessica apparently, and don't quote me on this, I think she had talked about filing some sort of lawsuit against him. That obviously never came to fruition. And after word got out that Jessica was filing a lawsuit, they were all, they were all coming out of the woodworks. They were all coming out of the woodworks. And it was funny. One such woman who goes by H is the letter H.
Yoga fire!
H is the letter H. who resembles a Street Fighter character by the name of Dulcim.
Yoga claim!
She piled on and I'm gonna sue Kevin Samuels and this and that and the other. Of course, I put all that to bed when I rebroadcast the time where she actually doxed herself in order to prove that she really was 27 years old. She looked every bit of 42 years old, guys. I kid you not. She looked like she was in her 40s. According to her passport, she really well, hell, she's probably 29 now. But she really was the age she said she was. I've been wrong before. Clearly. And so what Kevin Samuels has really sort of become is he's become an industry. He really has. He has become an industry unto himself. And we have a lot of hangers on, a lot of guys who want to, base their channels strictly on Kevin Samuels. Right? There are a lot of guys out there who started channels just to talk about Kevin Samuels. Now, a lot of people would say the same about me. And to that, I would say, well, I didn't start my channel talking about Kevin Samuels. But, Kevin's one of my best friends, man. And we go way back. And he has given me permission to talk about his videos. And clearly, you guys like it when I break down his videos. And so I figured, hey, man, if the people like it and it's something that you guys like to see, then, hey, why not stop it? Now, obviously, it doesn't hurt that the videos I break down are of Kevin Samuels, right? But by the same token, like I said, I've known Kevin forever. And so I used to know Kevin. I've known Kevin since we both had under 10,000 subscribers. So that's how far back we go. Anyway, so he had a couple of women on his podcast. The first one is just the first woman he interviews, and he's interviewed her a few times, and she is painstakingly, it's a really weird situation that she's in, but Kevin actually kind of turned this around. The second interview was with a woman who appeared to try to come on to Kevin Samuel's show and just kind of be like, yes, sir, no, sir. Like, she agreed with everything he said, but he still ended up cooking her. So let's go ahead and get this party started here.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm not on video, am I?
No. How are you?
I'm not on video.
Good.
Why don't you want to be on video?
It's just kind of distracting for me.
I think she said she didn't want to be on video because she knew Kevin was going to put her on video. Right? She said, I don't want to be on video. He knew Kevin was going to put her on video. This girl just calls in for the views or for the clout.
Okay. Well, I don't understand what the difference would be on video or not if you're not watching video.
Denny Arnold says H is the letter H was kind of hot when she had her hair curly and natural. Still entitled and toxic though. No, that was absolutely not. That was not her natural hair. That was as fake as a fugazi, fake as a $3 bill.
Video. Are you watching YouTube?
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
Which means yes, she is. She's not fooling me. I'm not on video, am I? Please don't put me on video. Are you watching YouTube? No, I'm not. Sure you are.
So, I have sort of like the reverse situation happening with me.
Oh boy.
I feel like I'm in a man's position, and I guess that's the whole
Oh God.
presupposition of this show is that
Another one of these.
Yeah, I feel like I'm attracting men who don't prioritize money.
But aren't you the chick aren't you in balance?
So she said she seems to be attracting men who don't prioritize money. This is what she said. Now, we all understand that when women ask, why do I attract nothing but losers? Why do I attract douchebags? Why do I attract F-boys? Well, it's because that's what you want, right? You can't expect to get a high-value man who's about his shit posting booty pics on Instagram. You're not going to get a high-value man who is all about making money by walking around literally being a walking advertisement for your insides. That's what this is, man. Now, that's not to say that what this one is doing. This woman's situation is a little bit different in many different ways. But the fact of the matter is that when a woman is not attracting the kind of men she says she wants to attract, it's because she really doesn't want to attract those men. She says she wants to attract those men to make herself look good and virtue signal, but she really doesn't want those type of men. It's for the exact same reason why Billy on Sex and Life, which I will be breaking down at 5:30 this afternoon, this is why Billy on Sex and Life is detonating her relationship, because she knows she does not deserve Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America, the world's perfect husband, chiseled jaw, tall, tight suit game. She knows she doesn't deserve this. So no matter what women say, when they say, well, I'm looking for a quality man, women who know they don't deserve a quality man will say they're looking for a quality man, but they're not. They're looking for guys who are going to pump and dump them, and they know it. No matter what they tell you they're looking for, deep down, they know they're looking for a guy they really deserve.
Or something like that.
Yeah, we're in lockdown. Yeah, I feel like I'm attracting men who don't prioritize money.
Okay, but aren't you in Bali or something like that?
Yeah, we're in lockdown now.
Okay, so due respect.
I'm moving to LA soon.
Oh, okay, but due respect, you're not living like. What I don't understand with women like yourself. Is if you are you've chosen to live an atypical life. You talk about energies and universal flows and things like that.
Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory on this woman as far as I know. As far as I know about the only thing I know about this woman is that she lives in Bali. She's about to move to Los Angeles, and she is into the astrology and the crystals and the rainbows and energy and life force and blah, 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 blah. Well, the reason she is into this kind of stuff is because her family's rich. She comes from money. And so, and a lot of times you will find that people who come from money, specifically women, they always sort of, how can I put this? They always take up useless hobbies, right? Like, astrology, tarot card reading, stuff like that. Now, listen, if that's what she wants to do, then that's fine. But now she appears to be taking life a little bit more seriously, but she can't let go of the fact that she's still doing all this tarot card reading and this and that and the other. Dude, this girl is an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, she's young and she's actually fairly attractive, but dude, her head is all fucked up, dude.
That's fine, but what do you want? A traditional outcome?
Mm-hmm.
I want a man who's focused on making money. And
no, men who focus on making money don't go to Bali looking for energy outcomes. They go to Wall Street. Are you out of your mind? I mean, see, I'll entertain this because, why'd you go to Bali in the first place?
I was escaping from my lineage.
Say what? So you're escaping from your family? Come on.
What does that mean? Let's use simple words.
This is what I like. This is one thing that I love that Kevin does. He doesn't allow women to try to sound smarter than they are. I'm escaping my lineage, right? When people ask her, why do you live in Bali? Well, I was escaping my lineage. Oh, I totally understand. Having literally no idea what she's talking about because it does not make sense. Wait, you're escaping your family history, your family tree, right? No, the reason she lives in Bali is because she can. That's it. Again, women are allergic to absolutely telling the absolute truth. The reason I live in Bali, Kevin, is because my family is rich, and I thought it would be pretty cool to live here. I mean, honestly, she didn't have to just listen because I wanted to move out here, right? Donovan, why did you go to Phoenix for 2 months? Because I fucking wanted to, and I could, right? Donovan, why did you go here? Why did you do that? Because I wanted to. I mean, there is no, there is no secret reason. There is no underlying moral reason. No, she moved to Bali because she wanted to live there. It is what it is.
For my audience, let's not make it overly complicated. Because I'm entertaining this, and it's like the fourth time you called. I'll entertain this because you're calling to get something, and I sense that you are a woman that has made choices that don't line up with the outcomes you want. Right. Escaping your lineage
that's
meaning
why I'm
what?
calling it.
Well, then after this, you'll book a session.
Uh-oh.
Okay, got it.
Hadouken!
That you don't want.
I'm trying to tell you.
The lineage is men who are disconnected from their emotions and purely focused on on up leveling their money game without.
Okay.
Wait. So she said that she was trying to escape her lineage. That's why she moved to Bali. She said her lineage was all about making money and leveling up, yet she says she's not attracting men who make money. So if you're trying to get away from your lineage, which apparently is about making money, then why is it a problem that you're not attracting men who are about making money?
Okay, but is that a lineage? Is that your family lineage?
There's a lot of the American men that I know, and
Okay, man. When you say
family.
your lineage, that means your family.
Yes, my family. Yeah.
You want to escape your family lineage.
Right. My family's focused on making money, including my mother.
Okay.
And I was completely.
Call me crazy. This chick it's so funny. Like, she is literally talking nonsense. Yes, Hellfong says in the Sharpe stream chat, that is not what lineage means. No. And this girl knows that that's not what lineage means. She's just talking to be talking. But Kevin's not here for it, as you guys can see on the screen. Right? He's not here for it. He's like, hey, look, like this little bullshit answer that you don't even realize what you're talking about, that's not gonna fly here. That doesn't fly, man. That's why he looks like, this is why Kevin looks absolutely perplexed on the screen. He's like, do you really understand what you're talking about right now? I swear to God, Kevin's facial expressions they're freaking hilarious, man.
Like, I have victim consciousness around, like, they abandoned me.
Okay.
What the hell is she talking about? What is she talking about? The victim they abandoned? Like, what in the world is she talking about? What she is saying makes absolutely zero sense. You know what I hear when I listen to this woman speak? I hear, well, I had a pet cow, purple potato chips, nor money, Bollywood, say jujitsu, or you can. That's exactly what she's saying. What she's saying has there's no linear, it doesn't make linear sense. It's like she's jumping all over the place. No wonder she's into crystals and rainbows and whatnot.
But I need to understand though. You wanted to escape your. So does your family come? You come from money?
I come from money. Yes.
Okay. So, and you want to attract a man that makes money?
Right, but I'm not attracting men who make money.
But ma'am,
here we go.
I want to go back. You wanted to escape your lineage of money earning, money making people.
Yoga fire!
Yeah, because money had a bad rep.
No, ma'am. No. Let's stop right here.
Uh-oh.
You come from
Yes, Ice Dragon Kid, what is victim consciousness? Like, what is that?
money making, money earning, money focused people. And now you wanted to escape that.
Okay, so you guys can see, she's actually quite attractive. She's actually yeah, she's a pretty girl. She really is. She's got the TCS, the 1,000 block stare, but she has her natural hair, and she is pretty. And I don't believe she's wearing any makeup. She might. I mean, if she is, I can't tell. Right? She's not wearing enough makeup to make herself look like a clown. But yeah, I mean, listen, this is what, like you guys said in the chat, Charles says her pretty privilege makes her ugly. I'd still smash, right? Look, listen, man, I've smashed girls who have pretty privilege that I didn't like her at all. But guess what? I like smashing her. I didn't call her the next day. I sure sent that morning after text, though.
And now you want men who are focused on making money. but are you the kind of woman they want?
Uh-oh.
Am I the kind of woman that men making money want?
Yes.
Yes.
No. I could take you to a party, and as long as you didn't say anything, it would be fine. As soon as you start talking, you'd run away my clients.
Wow, Kevin started in early on this girl. Kevin doesn't usually start with the you again. He doesn't usually go Street Fighter 2 on these bitches this soon. Right? Right? Kevin usually plays with him for a little while, and then then he starts to go in. But I guess because this girl has called in 3 or 4 times, I guess Kevin is like, okay, he's gonna try to get rid of her quickly.
You could shut up and no offense, but as long as you sat there and were pretty,
damn,
we'd be good. As soon as you start talking about connecting the moon with the auras, you'd fuck all my business up.
Woo!
Why is that though?
Because that's the way the world is, and you need to accept the way the world is and not how you want it to be.
You see, you can tell this girl has called in several times because Kevin is as patient as they come. And I have experienced Kevin's patience, right? When Kevin is trying to get something through to my head, he'll spend a half an hour. He actually did it the other night, and I can tell he's like, because I'm not an easy guy to talk to. I'm really, really not. And Kevin, for whatever reason, he has a way of making things make sense to me. Listen, if he can talk to me for an hour, dude, we talked for, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what time we stopped talking. I think we talked for like an hour the other night. About the direction of my content and things of that nature. But you can tell Kevin is very patient. He's patient with all of these women. But what are we, 2-3 minutes in, and he's already starting to get pissed off at her, which lets you know that he's already at his wit's end with this chick because she's called in several times. Wow.
Grow up.
Ooh. Now I thought after he said grow up, she would go away. She didn't. She continued talking and asking for answers, quote unquote. Ay.
So, yeah.
So grow up, man.
See? Right. He's like, grow up. So, no, bitch, like, you didn't hear what the fuck I said. I said, grow the fuck up.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
The world does not owe you understanding, and it will not change.
Woo.
The way you want it to. You want a man focused on making money? Guess what? They want a woman who's focused on them.
Not on like their astrology career.
Oh my God. Are you serious with this?
They don't want a woman who...
Yo, look at this. Look at... Yo, it is not often to see Kevin Samuels absolutely shocked and beside himself. Look at his facial expression after she says astrology girl. I want to make sure I get this right.
Someone who's focused on them.
Not on like their astrology career.
Yo, I gotta screen cap this. Yo, I'm gonna put this on the screen so you guys can see. Yo, Kevin looks absolutely perplexed. Are you kidding me? If are you effing kidding me was a person. Oh my God. I don't think I have ever seen Kevin look like that. I don't think I've ever seen him look like that. He's like, wait, bitch, are you serious with this right now? Oh my God. Wow, dude. He's got a short fuse with this chick for sure, man. Holy God. Look at oh my God. He's like, what the fuck?
I don't want a woman who's like into astrology and like
okay, all right.
Oh, see, there it is. Look, this is his tell. This is so great. I love this stuff. This is funny. I think what I figured out about Kev, and this is great. So Kevin will be talking to a guest, and she'll say some nonsensical shit, and he's like, what the fuck? Then he'll adjust himself, and then he'll put his hands together. When he does this, when he puts his hands together, that means his patience is wearing very thin. Watch. This is great.
On like their astrology career.
Oh my God. Kevin is like, what the hell is she doing? Yeah, Yeah, DJ Red Pill says he's done. Like, he's like, dude, what are we doing? Dude, this is the this is the look of the year. You know what? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put that on my wall. Real talk, man. I'm gonna put that on the wall, man. Put it on a coffee cup. Oh my god. Now watch. He's like, all right, okay, all right.
Like into astrology and like
okay.
There it is. There it is. That's when you know. That's when you know the haymakers are coming.
All right. Okay, now we got to go. Okay. They don't want a woman focused on her astrology career. How much does your astrology career pay?
$100 an hour.
That's provided you can work 2,000 hours.
Yes, 2,080 hours is the standard work year.
How much did you make last year?
Around 40.
This bitch made $40,000 doing astrology. See, again, like this is, listen, this is, oh my goodness. Women with money do dumb things with their money. I mean, at least she ain't doing it for free. But I don't think she's making $40,000 doing that. I don't know who her clientele is.
Say it because it makes it real.
He said it makes it real.
Around 40,000.
And what's your highest earning year?
Around 60,000.
Oh boy.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a school teacher.
Oh,
Hadouken!
Pretty much.
Right. High value men don't give a damn about astrology or school teachers.
Yoga claim.
Your money $40,000, $60,000. Due respect, not a lot.
dude, he is slicing her up.
I'm curious if you would see.
This is incredible. Like, dude, he is hitting her with bombs, and she just. It's almost like the broad from yesterday, right? The one who we found out was actually a lot bigger than we thought she was, right? The one who looked like she was pretty in the face. You could tell that, number one, she was as dumb as a tire, right? But you could see that she wasn't quite registering what was happening. I don't think this girl is stupid, at least not yet. But it is clear that she is not listening. Again, just like the girl yesterday. She hears Kevin, but she isn't listening because she's not acknowledging what he said. He just told her, you are a school teacher. And shit, I didn't know school teachers were making that damn much. He said, you're a school teacher. Men with money don't give a damn about your little $40,000, $60,000 a year, sweetheart. Right? Let's lose all that. Quit all this hocus pocus mumbo jumbo. Get hot and get you a high value man. Dude, this girl is a pretty girl. She really is. She's pretty and she's 27 and she looks great without makeup. The only problem is she's fucking crazy. Dude, you know what? This girl is crazy. I think that's what this is. This girl is she's a nutter. She's mental. Oh my God. Did I say she's a nutter? I've been watching BBC too much.
Like a woman who has these gifts contributing to her man's money.
Her
like,
gifts?
For example, my ex-boyfriend would consult
Your money
me
is a
all the
tip.
time.
Your money, ma'am, okay. You said something about a man worrying about her astrology career. I'm going to say it in as nice a way as I can. Your career would be a joke to these guys.
Well, it's entertainment at best, yeah.
So why? Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Entertainment at best?
You're doing.
Why? So she just admitted that her astrology career is entertainment at best. Okay, listen. At least she admitted it. But what gifts are we talking about? Like, dude, listen, man. She's taking all kinds of body blows. Like, dude, it is. I gotta give it to her, dude. She's trying to hang, but this is not going to end very well.
Okay, ma'am, you've been able to live this life because you may come from some money and you're cute.
Yep.
But see, if we made you an average woman and we made you a 5, you'd have to get out here and compete.
Real talk.
You got first world problems, lady.
Ooh, god damn.
Why can't the world be the way I want it to be? Because it's not. And you're running out of time.
Oh.
You're running out of time because if
She
you
still
want
doesn't
to
hear
have
it.
a man of a certain caliber,
Watch her facial expressions when Kevin hits her with these bombs. Just watch.
you're going to have to become the kind of woman he wants. And then he's going to want kids.
Yeah, so I do see one of my gifts as
It's like she didn't even hear what he said. She let him talk and then, so I do see one of my gifts as what?
like my speech and my voice is a gift from God, and so that's why.
Whoa. Before we go throwing around words like my speech is a gift from God. Whoa. Let's slow the brakes on that. She doesn't have a masculine voice, right? I guess her voice could be feminine, but dude, like my voice, listen, I'm going to pat myself on the back. My voice is a gift from God. I have a radio television voice, and I talk like this all the time. Like this is how I talk. I have a strong command of the English language, my voice inflections and all that good stuff. That's a gift from God. And my mom cracking me on the back of the knuckles with a wooden spoon when I talk like I was from the hood. Her voice is not a gift from God, guys. You see how women think? My gift? No, sweetheart, you listen. And again, ladies, for the 13 or 14 ladies watching, it's okay not to have any gifts. I don't know what more this woman wants. Like, I don't know, maybe it's me. Like, ladies, if you're, listen, man, I don't know. Shoot me an email, ladies. Because, like, dude, honestly, this girl is a rock solid, dude. She's a 7 out of 10. She's a 7 out of 10. She's 27. She's young-ish. This girl, dude, if she really cleaned up her act, she could have any man she wants. Is she trying to live a life of meaning? Right? Like, I don't know. I think it's because she was born into money. I think that she's looking for a life of meaning. She wants to matter. Well, sweetheart, if you want to matter, marry a man and have kids. Trust me, you'll matter.
I am using it to make money.
Yeah, DJ Red Pill said, womanism can only thrive in a first world country. You better believe it. You better believe it. There is no feminism in third world countries. I'll tell you that right now.
Right now, I don't want to have to use it to make money.
You're not making a lot of money, man.
Right. It's eventually I would just like to use it to support my husband.
Your money is support what he wants to do? Or
Supporting
support
him at home with my voice. I have a very soothing voice.
Yes.
Yeah, she actually does. I will give her that. I'll give her that.
Yeah, and we prefer it facing the pillow.
Oh,
with your ass in
That's
the
there
air.
too.
Thank you. See, what you're not seeming to get
Wait,
is
what did she say?
Yes. And we prefer it facing the pillow with your ass in
That's
the
there
air.
too.
Thank you. See, what you're not
Well, there we
seeming to
go.
get is you want a significance.
yes, dude. There you go. There you go. I don't even remember this. I don't even remember him saying this. But I just said that. She wants to matter. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I get it. But I guess, I don't know. I mean, somebody in the chat says her family's money has kept her in a bubble. It's just, Ice Dragon Kid says it's like her mind shuts off when Kevin makes a point and she just reboots. It's crazy. I think she's crazy, guys. I think she's crazy.
Fine. Your significance is the kind of
Dude, like oh my God. This girl's beautiful. She's fucking beautiful, man. And she's not like hot beautiful. She's like, she has like I mean, oh my God, what are we doing? Why is she so fucking crazy? Like, this girl could, when she moved to Bali? What are you doing? Dude, settle down. Marry somebody. Have some kids. Stop all this rainbow and, oh my God.
and you're
man.
talking about your significance is
This is what I always say, guys. This is what I always say. This woman is attempting to self-destruct. She is attempting to self-destruct, guys. Because listen, guys, I'm trying to tell you, man. I am trying to tell you. Women left to their own devices. Will all, dude, their default setting is to self-destruct. I think it was Book of Alpharonomy on the 7 this past Sunday, right? Oh, wait a minute. Guess where the hell's my camera? Okay, I'll work on that while I'm talking. He said idle hands is the devil's playground. That's for men. But for women, idle hands is the devil's workshop. If a woman does not have anything significant, if she is not living a life of significance, and let's be clear, a life of significance for a woman that would give her the most fulfillment is being married with children and raising a family. A woman that does not have that kind of, oh, I see. Wait a minute. Let me, hang on a second. Sorry about that, guys. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there we go. A woman that is not living a life of significance eventually is just going to destroy herself because she's going to be trying all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know what an astrology career is, but dude, like this girl was blessed. She's born beautiful and she has money. Like, let's take advantage of that. Ay, ay, ay.
Being his wife.
There you go. See?
That doesn't mean you don't exist. But right now, you're wasting time.
Yep. Honestly, I wonder how long she's tried this astrology career. What, 3-4 years? Dude, she could be, oh my God, this woman could be married to anybody she wants. Nope. She decided to fuck around and do astrology.
You're cobbling
reading people's palms and shit.
together $40,000 worth of living in Bali.
What's the worst that could happen if I partnered with a man who's also making $40,000 per year?
Oh my God. Let's rewind that. Oh my God.
You don't exist. But right now, you're wasting time. You're cobbling together.
See? Like, it's just like you guys said. It's like she hits the reset button.
$40,000 worth of living in Bali.
What's the worst that could happen if I partnered with a man who's also making $40,000 per year?
That's the way Kevin Samuels feels right now.
Coming from a family, very well-to-do family.
Yeah, gotcha.
Does your family, you have an inheritance?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. So not only is she living, and again, listen, man, like, I'm not going to blame her. I'm not going to crack on her for being born into money. This is just how it is, right? There are the haves and the have-nots. Listen, man, life ain't fair. Deal with it. But now she's got an inheritance?
If they cut you off, that's the worst.
Won't.
See, that's
the problem. They should.
Oh, wait, let's go back and listen to that again.
You have an inheritance?
Yeah.
If they cut you off, that's the worst.
Won't.
That's the problem. And see, that's the problem. They should.
Yoga claim.
I know they should.
They should.
I know they should.
They should because they should because all this shit you're talking about will become real. What would be the worst of partnering? You're not a partner. You'd be a mate.
Oof.
See, it's nothing. You want to be what do you want? You said I want a man more focused on money. But you disdain money.
Right. What sense does that make? Right? I'm trying to get away from my lineage to, my lineage is are men that make money, but I'm not attracting men that make money. Like, which is it, sweetie? Which is it?
You've never had to live without it, for real.
No, you have not.
I disdain the consequences that
First world fucking problems.
There it is. Bingo.
And I'm gonna be honest, women like you, personally, I don't like women like you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because men have had to go out and civilize the world in general to make the world comfortable enough to where a woman like you can thumb your nose at all the blood, sweat, and tears, clogged arteries, cancer, and everything else. Greater men have had to put you in a position to basically turn your nose up at your family's, your position.
Yeah, she's a spoiled brat, guys. That's what this is. She's a spoiled brat. I don't think she values money at all. And to be honest with you, there's really no way she could because she's always had it. You can't value what you've always had.
Ungrateful.
Ooh. I think she likes this, guys. I think she likes this. I think she just likes getting beat up on the air. I really do.
Yeah, I'm practicing appreciation more and more every day,
See, there we go. Now she's starting to listen because she is addressing what Kevin is saying directly.
calling
Appreciate-
my father, checking in with him.
But but the point is, this is what we have made people in this country feel guilty about coming for money and having means. Well, if you want to do that, go give all your money away.
Yeah, right.
Give all your clothes away and walk the world like one of the sparrows in the Game of Thrones.
There you go.
Let's see how long you last. When's the last time you went to the dentist?
And I'll tell you this too. If her father and her family were to cut her off, I can guarantee she wouldn't be looking for continue to work this bullshit ass astrology career. I can tell you that.
Like 6 months ago.
Okay, right. Imagine if that was the last time you see him because you couldn't afford it.
Ooh. Ice Dragon Kid says she's so pretty no one has ever been this honest with her. I'm trying to tell you, man. Dude, listen, man, I dated a lot of hot girls in Vegas. And like the look on their face, the first time you check them, it's like you slapped them in the face. The look on their face when you check them in public, it's like you punched them in the face. They're like, oh my God. Wait, that could not have been you, Donovan. That had to be somebody else who isn't. No, that was me. That was me. Yep, that's right. I said, knock it off. You're a lady. Women are not used to being told the truth. Good-looking women are not used to being told the truth by anybody. Listen, man, being beautiful has its perks, but it's a blessing and a curse. It really is.
So have you seen successful relationships with women
God.
like me?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at Kevin.
turning
Look
up with,
at Kevin.
a
Look
man
at Kevin.
that comes from a family with lower means, like less money.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Have I seen successful relationship with men with less?
See, now Kevin is exercising a lot of patience because he's already lost his mind with this chick, but he is exhibiting extreme patience and tolerance at this point. It's like he's talking to his bratty little sister. I think that's what this dynamic is. Like Kevin is, I guess, the big brother she never had. And Kevin's like, yo, listen, we're rich. Mom and Dad set us up. And you want to freaking go do tarot cards and astrology reading? Get out of here with that.
Less money? No, because
Okay,
you're
I'll give you an example.
No,
The
so
man that
meaning a man making less money than you?
Uh-oh.
Yes, but he's way more beautiful than me.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Did you just hear what she said?
The men with less money? No, because
Okay,
you're
I'll give you an example.
No,
The
so
man that
meaning a man making less money than you?
Yes, but he's way more beautiful than me.
Unbelievable. There it is.
That's why I said I feel like I'm in a reverse situation.
You're in this situation because your family is the ultimate backstop. You know you have an inheritance. This is why I'm a big fan of cutting women off. Because they do stupid shit like this. Let me just say something a friend of mine says. Women left to their own devices, more often than not, are set to self-destruct.
Yes! Kevin shouted me out. Let's listen to that one more time.
Because they do stupid shit like this. So I'm going to just say something a friend of mine says. Women left to their own devices, more often than not, are set to self-destruct.
Yeah, appreciate that, Kev. Appreciate that. That was your boy. That's right. Kevin Samuel said my name on the air. He said my name. My name. I'm the one who said that.
Listen to this. A woman who comes from means and everything else, her family has put her in a position that most women would dream of, and she's thumbing her nose at it and going purposefully to get a beautiful broke motherfucker.
See, now Kevin's pissed. Man of Understanding, $2 super chat says reality checked. Now Kevin's pissed. Now Kevin is pissed. Because what Kevin has done is he has put himself in the position of saying, okay, if this girl were my daughter talking the way she's talking, I would be really pissed and I would cut her ass off. That's why he's mad. See, the reason why his patience wore thin with this girl is because he's a father, right? He's a man of means. Obviously, Kevin's going to set his daughter up. Hell, he probably already has. Trust me, Kevin is definitely a man of means. And if his daughter, I think he's thinking, if my daughter were to take my money and do what this girl says she's doing, I'd lose my mind. And this is where he's this is, it's almost, I don't want to say it's personal to him, but he's thinking to himself, if you were my daughter, I'd be fucking mad.
I personally find it disgusting.
See that? Yep. Because Kevin is a father and Kevin has money, right? Kevin can relate to this on many levels. He is a father. He is a man of means. He has now achieved generational wealth. Jimmy in Dallas says, I love how every woman is the exception to the rule. Isn't that great? Every woman is. Well, do you know any? No.
And I wish your father and your family would say, I love you, daughter. So much so that I'm going to cut you off. Now, you go out and make something of yourself and put what you believe to the test.
Oh, boy.
But don't call us when you need anything.
Ooh.
I think it's wrong for me to invest in this man that I want to be with because he's already got his career started, but he needs a little extra support.
See, she wants to matter. You can tell she wants to matter. But what's happening is that she is infected with feminism. A man doesn't need a woman's financial support. And if he does, that's not the man you want. Listen, man, I think I understand where she's coming from. She wants to matter. She wants a man to love her for what she does for him. But what she doesn't realize is that men of value don't give a damn about her money. They don't. Men of value give a damn about what we see on the screen. She's young and she's beautiful. She's young, she's beautiful, she doesn't have kids. There you go. Quit trying to give your money away to ain't shit niggas. Like, what are we doing?
Ma'am, how can you invest what?
Money.
You don't make.
There it is. How can you invest money? Game over. Ay.
Make any money.
I have plenty of money, though.
No, you don't make any money. The money you invest, the money you're investing in him is
it's about to get real.
Coming from whom?
It's coming from my father.
Oh, thank you. So do I think it's right for you to invest your father's money into a man? Fuck no.
You got fired.
Uh-oh. See, now he's pissed.
That's if your father was hearing you, what do you think your father would say?
Oh my God.
If we were doing something together.
Is he your husband?
Oops.
That's what we're talking about now.
No, is he not your husband?
He's not my husband.
No, he's not your husband. And would your father accept this man as your husband? Would this man go to your father and ask for your hand in marriage?
He would.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I need to find a sound effect or some sort of effect that says she's capping. Like, come on. Really? So you mean to tell me that her father would allow a man who makes less than she does to have her hand in marriage? No, I don't think so.
And would your father say yes?
Yeah.
Your father would accept a man who can't provide for himself, let alone you.
Oh.
He would support
your father would accept a man who can't provide for himself, let alone a wife.
He would probably take him in as a son.
Oh my God.
I asked you a simple question. Your father would accept a man who can't provide for himself, let alone a wife.
He can't. No, he would not. But that's not this man. I never said this man can't provide for me. He can.
So there is a specific man. There's a specific man, right? So let me take a stab at this. Right? Let me take a stab at this. I think she is involved with a hot guy. She's involved with a good-looking guy who probably bottoms her out every night. But she knows he doesn't have shit. He ain't about shit. Right? She's with a dude who's trying to get a record deal. Right? Well, why don't you have a job, man? I got to get to the studio, man. I'm trying to get this deal. That guy. Women like this always get seduced by a dream. And the fact that she has money, this allows her to invest. And she's investing somebody else's money. It ain't shit to her, right? That's not her money. Was she going to invest the $40,000 a year she's making doing tarot card readings and astrology readings and all that? No, she's not doing that. Dude, that money's probably already spent. She's going to invest her father's money in some ain't in some ain't shit niggas wannabe career? Nah, fam. Nope. Jimmy in Dallas says not a chance. Yeah, and she knows. She knows. She knows that her father would never sign off on that. Get out of here with that.
Making less than you.
But I don't need a man to provide.
That does not matter, ma'am.
There it is.
See, this is the okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. You have money, book a session.
Uh-oh.
That's what you do with me because I'm not gonna sit back and give you any more advice. If you want to spend some money, you pay for my time.
Ooh.
Okay, well, it's my father paying.
I don't give a shit who pays.
Ay, ay, ay.
You're
But
okay
I'm
with
not
that?
doing it for free because this
No,
shit
sir.
I'm gonna get paid for.
Oops.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, so that was the first interview. Well, hell, let's just move on to the second interview. Hell, let's keep the party going.
How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, what Kevin just did there was brilliance personified. Let's listen to that interaction one more time, guys. One more time. This is sheer brilliance.
For free because this shit I'm gonna get paid for.
Real talk.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 25.
See, there we go. Good. Kevin is, dude, this guy is a psychological savant. Okay? What he just did, and he read her very quickly. He can already see, he already heard right off the bat that this woman's going to try to be all bubbly and playful and try to have a positive, not really a positive interaction with him, but like he sees what she looks like. She's like, hi, how are you? You can tell the difference between a woman who is acting feminine and a woman who is feminine. And when you see what this woman looks like, it's clear to Kevin and everybody else, this whole over the top, hi, how are you? She's not that nice. And Kevin knows she's not like that. And so what he did to cut through the bullshit, she said, how are you? Kevin processes it very quickly. Okay. This is all happening as we go. Okay. This is a kind of chick who's going to try to front like she's this super feminine woman with this hi, how are you? Right? She's going to try to kiss up to me, maybe compliment me, blah 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 blah. So you know what? I'm going to ask her a question, and then we're going to really see what she sounds like. Kevin completely changed, dude. He completely, and again, the reason he asked her this question was just to slow down that false facade. And wouldn't you know it? As soon as she said, ooh, her age, right? As soon as he asked her age, bingo, that's what she really talks like. Listen, I want you guys to listen again.
All right.
See, this is how you take control of the conversation. This is how you ferret out who someone really is. This is how you douse the flames of fake femininity. Just watch carefully.
Because this shit, I'm going to get paid
Just
for.
watch.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
See? Now Kevin's like, okay, how are you? Nobody talks like that. So he says, okay, I got to tone this bitch down. Watch.
I am well. How old are you?
Look at that. How old are you? Surprise question.
I'm 25.
There it is. I'm 25. How are you? I'm 25. This is why Kevin's the man, dude. This is why he's undefeated, man. This is why he's undefeated.
All right. What do you got for me?
Honestly, okay. I'm gonna be really open and honest. I've been watching you for only the past week. And sorry.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't really know what kind of advice this woman is looking for. Listen, I'm sure she's very nice. I'm sure she is a lovely individual. But women who look like this only need really one kind of advice. Hashtag Planet Fitness.
I'm a little nervous. Oh my God.
It's okay.
And genuinely, I've learned now that I'm not where I need to be at all.
No. Are you serious? She's not where she needs to be at all? Well, whatever gave you that idea? At least she's got her natural hair.
I actually do have a high value man in my life.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
It's okay.
And genuinely, I've learned now that I'm not where I need to be at all.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do have a high value man in my life.
Did this woman just say she has a high value man in her life? Did she really just say, did this woman really, listen, check this out. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put it to a vote because maybe I'm blind, right? Like, listen, maybe this girl is a 10 and maybe my standards are just too high. Just let me go ahead and take a picture. Oh, hang on a second. This woman said that she had a high value guy. Ah, crap! It didn't take the screen grab. Ah, dang it! This woman said she had a high value man. Did she? Oh, there it is. All right. One more time. Okay. So let's ask the question again. Did she really say she had a high value man? And listen, let's just take a closer look at her. Let's take a closer look at her to gauge her properly. Let me go ahead and put her picture up here. Now, you look at this. I mean, is that a 10? Is that a 10? I mean, I don't know. Is she an 8? I mean, I don't know. Because apparently she has a high value man in her life. I don't see it. I really don't see how a woman who looks like this could have a high value man in her life. I've been wrong before. Guys, please tell me in the chat if I'm blind. In the meantime, let's continue.
And
Okay.
until watching you, I didn't realize how good of a man I actually have around, per se.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of just wanting your advice of if I'm going to be able to particularly keep this man. Because
How old is he?
I'm sorry?
How old is he?
He's 28.
A high value man who's 28 years old. Now, this isn't to say that men at 28 cannot be high value. I'm not saying this at all. Okay? What I am saying is that at 28 years old, a 28-year-old high value man is very, very rare. Very, 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 very rare.
Okay, so I don't need to turn the volume down a little bit because I'm getting.
This is funny. And this is why Kevin is where he is, guys. It is because he has restraint. You see, Kevin he's very good at picking and choosing what he is going to discuss. Listen, he could tell this woman, it's obvious to all of us, this woman does not have a high value man. Like, we can just look at her. Listen, let me put her picture up again. This woman clearly does not have a high value man. There's no way she has a high value man looking like that, right? There's no way she does. And Kevin knows she does. And she knows Kevin knows she doesn't. Right? But Kevin's not going to entertain that argument. Because as soon as he says, well, you know, ma'am, listen, I don't think you don't have a high value man. You want to know something? Kevin knows not to get into an argument with a woman on something he can't prove. So when a woman says, he says, what's your dress size? Like the girl the other day. Yeah, I'm a size 4. He actually did this on Instagram. She had a fat face. He's like, turn your camera out so I can see. Because I don't believe you're a size 4. She down. Oh, well, I'm wearing crop top and everything. And we saw that she was full of you-know-what, right? Kevin never, ever gets into arguments with women. He never gets into these debates with women over something that he can't prove. She doesn't have a high value man, but he can't prove that. So that's why he lets it go. See, a guy like me, I don't have the restraint. I could not let her get away with saying, I have a high value man in my life. Couldn't do it. I'd stop it right there. Ma'am, you and I both know you are full of shit. You and I both know. Tell me about this high value man. How old is he? What is he? And then of course now, then she's gonna start capping. Well, he's 6'5" and he's got a 6-pack abs. So you are dating a guy, 6'5", 6-pack, and then it would just be I mean, the show would go completely off the rails. This is why Kevin has 1 million subscribers and I do not. Let's continue. Ooh, wait a minute.
Get some feedback.
Sure.
He's 28.
He's 28. Yes.
Okay.
He's just a Henry, as you called him. He's not
okay,
actually
yeah.
like.
Yeah, it can't be high value in my schema. Under.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, he's just
30.
a Henry. Okay, all right.
Gotcha. Okay.
How long have you guys been together?
We have been seeing each other for 2 years now.
Oh boy.
All right. Were his mother and father married?
They were. Yes.
Were your
I
mother
might have
and
to put
father
you in my
married?
headphones though, because I can barely hear you, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
All
Sorry.
right, tends to happen, and you know, and I don't doubt that the other chick from Valley is a really nice person, but that's something I will need to get paid for.
1 second.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is
Go
good.
ahead.
This is good. Listen to this.
Yeah. See, so
Listen, this is
what
good.
tends to happen, and you know, and I don't doubt that the other chick from Valley is a really nice
Right,
person,
right.
but that's something I will need to get paid for.
You
'cause
know it.
that kind of consultation requires a lot of insight.
That's right. And a lot of money.
And see, again, first world problems. Let me go
Yep.
ahead back to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
I can hear you now. So
Awesome.
you guys have been together for how long?
2 years. Let me say this though. We are
Mhm.
both poly. We both live our life freely. It's not
You're both poly.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now we know. Now we know he's not high value, guys. Now we know he's not high value. Not even close. I recently talked about the difference between what the world wants us to think polyamorous relationships are and what actually is. Take a look and listen. On your screen is what the internet, the world, would have you believe is the typical polyamorous relationship. This is the typical polyamorous relationship. It is almost always one extremely unattractive woman and a bunch of extremely unattractive guys. So the fact that this woman says that she is in a polyamorous relationship as good as tells us that the guy she's with, not only is he not high value, he's not even a Henry. This guy, honestly, this guy's not a Henry, man. Anyone who would be seen with this woman, Henrys would not be seen with this woman in public. I don't know, maybe she's a side piece, maybe he's smashing her on the side, nobody knows it. But yeah, she's capping. She's capping. There is absolutely no way a man with a modicum of value would go anywhere near this chick.
Yes, sir.
All right. Does he have any children?
He has one,
How old?
but it was one of those situations. He's
How
7.
old?
Nobody gives a damn about that. See, look, she's already making excuses for him.
Okay.
7.
And you're asking me if you can keep him around?
Dre Raven on Sharpe Stream says more like Raleigh polyamorous relationship. Ay.
Yes, because I'm starting to realize that I grew up in a single mom household. My mom was African American.
Here we go.
Did that whole bit where she took me away from my dad, that type thing. And I'm realizing now that I learned a lot of those bad qualities when it comes to treating a man.
But
And,
but you want to keep him around in what status?
Oh, as we are now, we've already spoken
What?
of like later on just building on what we have and
Okay, but
sharing our
well,
partnership
okay,
and then
okay,
possibly,
so- but not marriage, an open relationship.
Oh boy.
yes, but marriage is the end goal for the money security. I'm sorry, that sounds
Okay,
bad.
well,
Okay, check this out. James Martinez just says her stomach is bigger than her top. She's a 3 at most. James, I disagree. I think honestly, I don't think she has any sexual market value. Dude, incomplete. Is she a 1, 2, 3, 10? Dude, dude, she doesn't make the scale. You want to know why? Because she has what is affectionately known as booty do. You guys ever heard of booty do? Y'all know what booty do is? I know some of y'all do. I know some of y'all know what booty do is. So let me explain what booty do is. I'll actually tell you the first time I actually heard about this. It was from a good work friend of mine in Vegas. His name was Glenn. And he was trying to smash this obese broad. Her name was Latia. Right? And Latia was like, you ain't got nothing, Glenn. You faking jacks. I guess that's what they used to say back then. You faking jacks. He said, shut your ass up. That's why you got booty do. I said, Glenn, what the hell is booty do? He said, her stomach stick out further than her booty do. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I think that is the last time I truly cried. I truly, tears streamed down my face. Dude, I laughed so hard, my abs were sore in the morning. Any woman with booty do doesn't qualify. Doesn't qualify for what, Donovan? No. Let me say that again. Women like her do not qualify. So now you ask this, well, what exactly does she qualify for? No. The answer is no. Donovan, you didn't give us an answer. She's got to qualify. The answer is no. What does she qualify for? No. No. You guys see where I'm going with this? Donovan, would you rather drive a Lamborghini or a Bugatti Veyron? Yes. Would you rather have key lime pie or chocolate cake? Yes. Would you rather smash Lizzo or smash the chick on the screen? No. You guys understand? This woman has booty do. And when you have booty do, the only thing you qualify for is a gym membership, sweetheart. Is a gym membership.
I need to be okay.
Shout out to Glenn in Vegas. I know your crazy ass is still out there.
Okay, well.
You know what? I should shoot him a text now that I'm thinking about him.
Does he want to marry you?
We spoke of it.
That's a no.
But as of recently, he said he couldn't even think of that because of the fact that I basically, sorry, it's a little humiliating for myself. I don't necessarily respect him at all times. What do you mean? I'm very unpolite at times.
Wait a minute. Hold up. So this girl is telling Kevin that this dude doesn't want to marry her because she's disrespectful all the time?
He said he couldn't even think of that because of the fact that I
have booty do. He doesn't want to marry you because you have booty do. Ay, ay, ay. So this woman is lying, right? This woman is clearly lying about why this dude doesn't want to marry her. But this takes a whole different turn. And Kevin makes this broad pay. Watch and listen.
Basically, sorry, it's a little humiliating for myself. I don't necessarily respect him at all times. Guys, let me tell you, and I'm about to put you guys up on game. If you guys haven't heard anything I've said all day, you need to listen to me right now. A lot of guys like to ask me, Donovan, I know you are against men being in relationships with women who are overweight. I know you preach against it. I know it's not something you're supposed to do. However, what if I motivate her to lose weight? What if I help her lose weight? Could I do it then? My answer is then hell no. Would you like to know why? Here's what happens. And I've actually done a video on this before. Here's what happens. When you wife up a woman or get with a woman who looks like this, and she ends up losing weight through your help or somebody else, she's not going to stay with you. Well, wait a minute, Donovan. Why wouldn't she stay with me? I mean, if I helped her lose weight and I was by her side and this and that and the other, why wouldn't she stay with me if I'm the one that helped her lose weight? Well, because she now has more sexual market value than she used to. That's why. And in her mind, and this is really messed up, but this is how women think, but they do not realize they think this way. In their minds, when they lose that weight, they now have disdain for their soon-to-be ex-boyfriend. You want to know why? Because this woman is thinking, this guy got with me when I was 300 pounds. What's wrong with him? What's the matter with him? Right? Let's just say she loses all the weight in the world and now she's a lot thinner. She is now going to punish her soon-to-be ex-boyfriend for committing to her when she was overweight. Because women inherently know in the back of their minds that men who commit to overweight women are not high value. They are not attractive. But Donovan, that's not fair. It was her that he committed to, so she's the same person. No, she's not. No, she's not, and she does not have to stay with him. Listen, man, just because, look, and a lot of people like to think this too, right? A lot of people like to think this too. They try to be fair-minded with stuff like this. They try to be fair-minded with stuff like this. Guys, we've got almost 1,500 people watching. You guys are the reason why my channel is growing. So I need you guys to hit the like button. I need 190 more likes to get to 50%, 50% interaction, or whatever word I'm looking for. Please hit the like button, guys. It really, 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 really helps to push this up in the algorithm. This is why the channel is growing. It's because of you guys. So if you would, keep my engagement. There we are. Keep my engagement up over 50%. I'm not the guy who's going to play the song like Kevin does. I'm just asking you. Help me out, guys. Hit the like button. Anyway. But that's not fair, Donovan. I helped her lose weight, and she's the same person. She ain't the same person. And in her mind, in her new body, as far as she's concerned, you committed to a fat girl. And she knows that men who commit to women who look like her ain't shit. That's why they would leave. Shout out to Lord Sinister. Says, hell no, open marriages are foolish. You better believe it. Miseducation of African in American. Says NO equals no one. Real talk. Let's continue.
What do you mean?
I'm very unpolite at times.
Okay.
Unpolite?
Hold on. You're okay.
Yes.
I don't remember be a slight delay.
Oh, you're fine.
What do you mean you don't respect him at all times?
You want to know why she doesn't respect him at all times? Because he's committed to her. Guys, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. Plus size women know that they have low sexual market value. They know they do. This is why plus size women who look like the woman on your screen, when they get with a guy, they don't respect him because they know he does not have the requisite value to attract someone more attractive than her. It's not something they want to do. It's just inherent. Like, this is how this is. The reason she does not respect her man at all times is because he is committed to her. It's literally exactly the same thing. It is literally exactly the same thing as taking back a cheating girlfriend. She'll beg for you. Dude, she will beg for you to take her back. But deep down, she thinks she wants you back. She doesn't really want you back, right? If you take her back, she has even less respect for you than she did before she cheated on you. Why? Because you took back a cheating ex. This guy took me back and I slept with his best friend? Well, wait a minute, Donovan. Why would she beg for him back if it would cause her to lose respect and attraction? Because women have no idea what they want or what they need. When a woman tells the world what she wants in a man, she's not telling the world what she needs. Listen, women want a guy who's kind and generous and this and that and the other. What they need is a man to keep her ass in line, keep her ass in pocket, not pander to her bullshit. Call her out on her BS behavior. Call her out on her lies. Call her out on her capping. That's what she needs. When she gets what she needs, and if she proves she can handle that, then maybe she'll get what she wants.
I can be very unpolite when I'm noticing now when I feel emotion of anger or
Okay, so let me do this real quick.
Uh-oh.
First off, it's impolite.
I apologize. apologize.
No problem. But I mean, you guys started out. He's 3 years older than you. 2 or 3 years older than you. Okay. And you're talking about marriage is the end goal and all this other stuff.
Wait a minute. Didn't she say her guy was 28? Didn't she say her guy was 28? Hold up. I'm going to take a screen grab. I'm just going to take a screen grab because this woman is trying to convince us that she is, I guess, 25 years old, right? Let's look at a close-up of this broad. This broad does not look like she's 25 years old, man. Look. Does she look like she's 25? Honestly, she looks like she's about 35. She looks like she's about 35, to be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I used to be a strong proponent of black don't crack, but I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith in that with these new. Like, dude, like, honestly, black women are starting to look older a lot younger. Like, it's incredible. Dude, honestly, my mom is 61, 62 years old. She honestly doesn't look a day over 45. Like, her skin is still, it's amazing. She has 0 wrinkles at all. None. This woman will not get the same advantage. Yeah, she looks old. She looks old.
And I asked, does he want to marry you? And you said yes or no.
No.
Well, I would say no at this time because, like I said, I don't feel like I am meeting those standards. And
see, there we go. She's capping. I am meeting those standards. She's deep down, she's talking about physical standards, but she would have us believe that she is unpolite. And you want to know something? Kevin knows that ain't the reason. Kevin knows she is full of you know what that rhymes with spit. He knows that this is, dude, Kevin probably even doubts the validity of the story. Again, we're getting more and more women these days. Who are just trying to get the attention of Kevin Samuels. This woman is telling us that the man she's with is high value. We all know that to be bullshit. Or she said he was a Henry. There's no way a Henry would get with her. No way.
That's why I'm calling, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, several things. One, you didn't start dating. Ladies, you need to start dating with intention.
That's right.
This is what tends to happen with women. You get involved in a relationship and then you want to turn into a marriage.
Yeah, Lord Sinister says this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself, eat right, exercise, and your black won't crack. Real talk.
You're in a poly relationship with a guy with a kid, and now you want it to turn into a traditional a relationship, a marriage relationship. That's not what happens. It's just not what happens. But I want to focus back on you. Are you an only child?
Uh-oh.
I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very selfish.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Oh, there it is. There it is. See? I'm going to tell you what. These bitches need to start paying attention to Kevin Samuels. They need to start paying attention, right? Let me just rewind this a little bit. See, Kevin knows this woman is fully you know what. He knows this, right? She's lying about her age. She's lying about her guy, whatever. So Kevin will toy around with him a little bit. He'll toy around with him, have some fun, you know. But then when he decides, you know what, I think I've had about enough, that's when he starts with the quantifiable questions. Listen and learn.
You didn't start dating. Ladies, you need to start dating with intention.
That's right.
This is what tends to happen with women. You get involved in a relationship and then you want to turn into a marriage. You're in a poly relationship with a guy with a kid, and now you want it to turn into a traditional a relationship, a marriage relationship. That's not what happens.
Right. So now he's decided he's done. All right. You know what? It's time to have a reckoning.
It's just not what happens. But I want to focus back on you.
And away we go.
Are you an only child?
I am.
Ooh, Kevin set her up. Oh, wow. I didn't catch that the first time.
right? So, are you an only child? Dude, Kevin is such a dude. He is wow. Dude, Kevin psychologically dissects these broads. He asked, are you an only child? Do you want to know why? Now, here's the thing. He asked, are you an only child? And then he asks her, how tall are you? Right? That is always the lead-in question that takes us down the rabbit hole that lets us know what a woman's real value is. Right? But to sort of throw them off, because she probably thinks she's ready. Okay, he's going to ask me my dress size. I'm ready. So what Kevin does is he asks a woman a question. He asks these women a question that forces that he sort of gives them permission to more or less talk about themselves. Are you an only child? Look at her face light up. She's like, ooh, yes, I get to talk about how I'm an only child and about how I had a terrible childhood because I was an only child. Then I can get sympathy and respect from Kevin. But he brushed it off to the side and said, how tall are you? She didn't see it coming. The same way she didn't see it coming. When she says, hi, Kevin says, hello, how are you? She's like, how are you? You're like, yeah, I'm good. How old are you? 25. Kevin knows how to get that. He knows how to get the truth out of these women. And they have no idea that they're being psychologically dissected on the air. Look how happy she is. Ooh, I get to talk about my childhood on Kevin Samuel's show for all the world to see. And he's going to feel sorry for me because I'm an only child. And then he goes in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very
And how tall are you?
Oh!
I'm 5'.
Your size?
Oh, there it is. Hold on. She's what?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very
And how tall are you?
Oh!
I'm 5'4".
Here it comes.
Your size?
Uh-oh.
I am a 6'8". I'm 15 pounds overweight at 157.
See, this is funny. What this woman is trying to do is she's trying to preemptively parry what Kevin is saying. What's your dress size? Well, I'm 15 pounds overweight at 157. Right? Right? What she's trying to do is she's trying to take the edge off of what Kevin is making her admit. Right? What's your dress size? Well, 6'8", but I'm 15 pounds overweight. Like, I'm going to beat him to it so he doesn't say anything about it. I'm 15 pounds overweight at 157. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. This woman is every bit of 185. I ain't buying that.
Trust me, I'm on their journey.
See that? Yeah, I know I'm overweight, but I'm on the journey. I said it first so I can circumvent. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm.
I know.
You're a little bit bigger than 157. But,
Ooh,
okay.
Wait.
It's okay.
Look, she's like, no, I can prove it. No one wants you to step on a scale, sweetheart.
But what I'm saying is, why impolite?
That's what I'm trying to understand myself, because I've been through therapy.
Yes, the dazzling urbanite says pull counter. Yes.
And things, and I just don't. It's because I know everything we do is a choice. That's something I'm learning right now.
No, everything we do is a choice. I thought we were being controlled by mind control. Well, I never knew.
Well, let me ask you. Let me whittle it down. Let's just go back. Let's go back 500 years ago.
Uh-oh.
If you were impolite and he could slap the shit out of you, would you be impolite?
No, sir, and that's.
And there it is. There it is, guys. Kevin asked her straight up, if he could slap the taste out of your mouth, would you be impolite? No, sir, I wouldn't. So what she is telling Kevin and the world is that she only responds to physical violence. Guys, I talk about this all the time. If you feel like you have to hit a woman to keep her in line, you're with the wrong woman. Dude, you're with the wrong woman. Dude, I have never laid a hand on Devin, not even one time. Not even, well, in bed, yes, right? But I have never, ever, ever laid hands on Dev, and she still does what she's told for the time being. If you have to threaten physical violence, to get your woman to stay in pocket, you're with the wrong woman, dude. Like, you are with the wrong woman. Oh, by the way, a preamble. I'm going to be doing my sex life breakdown at 5:30 today, right back here. Then I'll be doing the Temptation Island breakdown. I've been getting a lot of requests for my epic rant. It's a 15-minute rant, and I will play it at the beginning of the Temptation Island breakdown. yeah, I I kind of went back into Vegas hot-headed mode. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's continue.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you.
Discussions we've had recently.
Yep.
He knows that I watch you. He listens.
But my point is, if he could slap the crap out of you,
there you go.
Would you be impolite?
Not at all.
Right. She's saying that like that's a good thing. So a man has to slap the shit out of you for you not to be impolite. Come on. She doesn't understand. She doesn't get it. She's like, I wouldn't be impolite. See, what she thinks is happening is Kevin is saying, well, listen, if he could do X, Y, and Z, slap the shit out of you, would you be polite? She says, no, sir. She thinks that she's actually getting brownie points from Kevin by saying, no, I would not be impolite. But what she doesn't realize is that she's letting everyone know that it would take a physical act of violence to get her to get her to be polite. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. Dude, listen, man, ain't nobody trying to deal with a woman they got to put hands on. Hell no. Man, hell no. Listen, man, and real talk, a lot of people say, well, I don't care how hot she is. You're just being meathead red pill guy, because we do care how hot she is. But this is one of the very few exceptions. I don't care how hot a woman is. Don't care how hot she is. If I got to put hands on you to get respect, I'm out. I'm out, man. And it has every bit to do with my freedom. Right? Like, dude, if I were I mean, honestly, most men, if they were to really step into a closed-handed punch, probably kill a woman. Probably. And I talk about that extensively in the epic rant, which you guys will hear later.
That's why it is, because there's no consequence.
There it is. See that?
So respect. I don't have the respect for you. Yeah, that's there. But why should a man have to need to resort to violence to keep you as polite? I shouldn't have to make that extreme of an example.
See, there you go.
You know better.
See, look, she's
so
like,
leave him.
And you're right.
Then leave him. Go find somebody else.
But why would I do that when?
Because you don't treat him like he deserves to be treated.
See this?
You're impolite to a man who's not impolite to you, so leave him. Then go out here and find better, and let him go find somebody that's polite to him.
See this?
Because what you're doing is abusive.
Uh-oh.
See, I want everybody to think about slapping. Yes, see, she's using verbal violence.
Uh-oh.
I always say women, the aggression line with black women goes one way.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Now he's dropping bombs.
You're verbally aggressive. You're emotionally abusive.
Mm-hmm.
This is abuse. So stop abusing him. Go somewhere else.
And this is interesting. And listen, I can't speak for Kevin. But I think Kevin knows that what this woman is saying is not true. Right? He knows that the reason why he knows that there probably is no boyfriend. There probably is no poly. And when she says, "Oh, we're both poly," that means you're single, sweetie. A woman in a polyamorous relationship is not in a relationship. She's just sleeping around. She's a hoe. That's all there is to it. I think Kevin knows that this whole thing is a complete charade. And because of this, he's going to give her what she wants. Oh, so you're unpolite? You're unpolite to your man? Cool. I'm going to call you an abuser. You're abusive. And you can see it doesn't bother her not one bit, because none of this is true. No, she does not date a Henry. She's not in a polyamorous relationship. None of this is true. I think Kevin knows that this isn't true. And this is exactly why he absolutely cooks her.
But I feel like. Why can I not? Just asking. I'm sorry. I'm not disagreeing with.
See? This is all she's trying to do. She's trying to get Kevin's blessing. She's trying to get, you know what she's trying to do, really? Is just get Kevin to be nice to her. She's trying to get Kevin to be nice to her. That's why she's never disagreeing. And yes, I'm this, and yes, I'm that. She has not disagreed with anything that she said. But Kevin absolutely loses his mind when women come onto his show and try to have a conversation in bad faith. And that is exactly what this is. The first girl was crazy. Like, dude, she was absolutely just, like, dude, she's going to end up in a straitjacket somewhere. Like, that I firmly believe. Right? Like, the girl, like, honestly, the first girl, that's the type of girl that ends up with somebody like Jeremy Meeks. I mean, if we're keeping it all the way real, if we're going to keep it a stack, if we're going to keep it 100, right? But none of what this girl is saying is true. Kevin knows that he knows the math isn't adding up. He knows this woman is capping. He knows she just came onto the show to be seen. So Kevin said, you know what? All right, cool. All right. Took this conversation in bad faith, and he absolutely made her pay. Absolutely made her pay.
With you, but this is just what I've been thinking and why I wanted to jump on here. Why is it that I cannot work on that now? Like, dude,
talk to a therapist. Talk to a psychiatrist.
Well, there's nothing to work on, man. You're either okay. I want to say what I just said. You already know you're being impolite.
There it is.
And rude and disrespectful. All right? But you said out of your mouth, if this were a world to where when you were impolite, he could slap the fire out of your mouth, you wouldn't do it. So that means there already today exists the model for you to have control because you fear a consequence.
There it is.
But today there exists no self-control or consequence that you have to adhere. So he can apply no consequence.
That's right.
And you have no reason to put any kind of self-control onto it. Because
do you see how she is just flatline? She's just flatline. Like, there's no emotion, there's no nothing, because this is all bullshit. That's all this is, dude, this is all bullshit. And this is why Kevin is going in on her. She took this conversation in bad faith. He knows that whatever is going on in her life is not what she has told him. So he said, okay, well, you want to say you're impolite? All right, cool. I'm going to put the word out.
Because he's tolerating it.
Mm-hmm.
He should leave. No different than if he would have slapped fire out of you, you should leave. You're abusive.
See, she keeps, he just called her Evisuba spelled backwards. He said that. She's nodding her head in agreement. That means you know it's not true. Dude, Kevin just, and she characterized this as just being impolite, right? That doesn't, there's nothing specific about that. All right, so she's a bitch, right? But she tried to water it down and say, well, I am sometimes impolite. She couldn't even go all the way to tell the truth about something she was lying about. So Kevin's like, okay, all right. You want to say you're unpolite? You want to waste my time? You want to come on here and try to get kudos from me? Okay, I got you.
That's what I want people to hear. This is an abusive woman.
Woo, wow.
The sir or yes sir to no sir, I watch you what it. This is an abusive woman.
There it is.
And we need to start calling abusive women out to their face and let them know they're abusive. It's not impolite, it's abusive.
No, it's true. I completely agree with you.
But you didn't say it was I'm unpolite. You didn't come in and say I abuse my man. And I'm telling the audience.
I feel like that would be very
fire.
I'm sorry, but I do.
No.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Say
Listen.
it was I'm
here we go.
unpolite. You didn't come in and say I abuse my man. And I'm telling the audience.
I feel like that would be very abrasive, sir. I'm sorry, but I do.
No, it's the truth.
There you go.
Is it okay? It's abrasive to say you're impolite. Are you really being impolite? Or are you being abusive?
No, I know that what I'm doing is very abusive. It's not.
This woman came on here and Cold Steel says it's funny how many callers try to sneak under Kevin's radar for BS. It's so funny. It's so funny. Kevin, he has walked this girl he has gotten this girl to say on the air a video that's probably got well over 250,000 views that she is Evisuba spelled backwards. Unbelievable. He says, all right, you want to bullshit me? Let's bullshit.
So in other words, you know the truth, but you wanted to use a softening word because it will come in. So what if a man was coming in here physically abusing you and he said, I just correct her from time to time. And I said, no, sir, you're being abusive. Well, I thought that would be
yep.
abrasive.
Abrasive. Yep.
And there you are, back at it again.
See? Dude, she is trying, like, she's trying to suck up to him, right? See, here's what she wanted to happen. Well, I'm in a poly relationship with a Henry, and I'm just unpolite. And Kevin says, oh, well, you need to seek therapy, go to counseling, stop being impolite to your man, and be, no, that's what she wanted to happen. This is not what's happening. Kevin knows she's full of shit. He knows she's capping. Tricky Trini says the alternative title to the show is When Capping Goes Wrong. I'm trying to tell you, man. Dude, this capping is all wrong. It is all wrong. Dude, this girl got more than she bargained for. She was one, and again, I don't know that Kevin, I can't say that this is what Kevin thought. Maybe he saw or heard something in her that really does, make her Evisuba spelled backwards. Right? Because listen, Kevin, dude, I think Kevin he's got like a degree in, he's got a degree in chemical engineering, but he's got like a psychology background too, right? So I don't know, like he would know more about this, but it would not surprise me if Kevin knew this chick was full of it and just decided to make her pay. Like she just came on here and just bullshitted her way around, and now Kevin's making her, okay, you want to bullshit? Let's bullshit.
Definitely are true, like correct on that.
Yeah, you guys are allowed to do whatever the hell you want.
Oh,
this
boy.
is why men are starting to not tolerate you, because he can't touch you. And you won't check yourself. It's not that you don't know. You've already proved you do know. You do know, because if you said ABC and you wouldn't do it anymore. He shouldn't have to do that.
That's right.
You shouldn't have enough self-control to check that. But see, the problem is you won't leave him because you know good and damn well you can't go back out there and get any better than him.
That was it.
Exactly.
That's the problem. There it is. Maximum. Dude, there it is. She doesn't want to leave him. Because she knows she can't go out and get anybody better. She absolutely, dude. Yep. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Yo, Planet. Unbelievable.
Exactly.
I'm not ashamed.
You see? She's agreeing with everything he's saying. He just told her, listen, man, the reason you don't want to leave is because you can't do any better. Yes, I totally agree. She has not disagreed with a thing she said, with a thing Kevin said. All she's trying to do is suck up to Kevin. This is hard to watch.
Well, you're also not well behaved enough to treat the man with the basic human respect he deserves.
There you go. RPAP says everything she has said has been a lie. If this guy was a Henry, he would have dumped her and gotten someone else. If they were polyamory, Henry or not, and if this dude could actually pull someone else, he would have ejected her for for whoever was coming in next, because if he could pull, he wouldn't put up with any of this, right? If he was a Henry, he wouldn't have been with, dude, if this guy was a Henry, he would not be with her in the first place. He wouldn't be with her. Bottom line.
So you're abusive and you're selfish.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Now Kevin's piling on. He's piling on.
So you get no brownie points from that.
See, there you go.
I know I can't do any better, so I'll just stay here and abuse this guy. It'd be no different than if I said, hey man, you can't find a better woman than the girl you're abusing. No, I'll just keep slapping her up, but then I'll keep having sex with her because I can't do any better.
Oh.
See, to my critics and detractors, you guys are swayed by sweet sounding and nice. I get to the root of the matter. This is an abusive situation. And you know better. I don't know what you want me to tell you other than stop being mean.
Yo, he is cooking.
And I say leave. No, I say you should leave. That's what I say. You should leave because apparently he's not strong enough.
Oh, boy. And if he's not strong enough, he ain't a Henry. And this just goes right back to the fact that this is absolute cap. This is absolute cap. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Ay, ay, ay. I like that cartoon, by the way. My boy was Wheeler, a fire. Hashtag Captain Planet.
And you're the abuser.
We got 1,600 people watching, guys. Let's try to get me to 1,000 likes. Try to get me to 1,000 likes. I need 83 more likes to get to 1,000. Help me out, guys.
You need to leave him.
Sir, I'm not going to say I'm going to leave him because I know what type
Of course
of
not, because
situation
you're
I'd be in,
selfish.
so I'm going
Yep,
to
there it is.
Because you're selfish. Of
Yep,
course.
there it is.
So I want you guys to understand.
See, look, he's like, you're selfish. I am, but she's lying. Like, dude, this is so funny. She thought that she would come on and she said, all right, I'm going to be open and honest. No, you weren't open and honest. And Kevin, I believe, I can't say for sure, but I believe Kevin picked up on this very, very quickly. He knew that she was capping from the start.
And
change,
I want you guys to understand how jacked up this is. This is a woman who is saying, I'm going to stay in a relationship where I abuse somebody, and I'm going to stay in it for my selfish reasons, not because I want better for him, because I can't do any better. That's modern women for you people.
Damn. I love how Kevin just sits there and looks at the screen while they just kind of uncomfortably shift around.
See, I thought that you were going to say that if I follow with what you're saying and I actually put my mind to it, that I would be able to do
Ma'am,
that.
you don't have to put your mind to it. If he could put his
There it
face,
is.
if he could put his fist to your jaw, you wouldn't do it.
What, like this? So if he could do that? See, she said it. Well, I thought I was going to come on and I thought you were going to tell me the things that I can do to improve. Like, I thought this was going to be like a counseling conversation. Nope. Kevin said, no. I only give good advice to women who call in good faith. She did not call in good faith. She's just trying to get attention, trying to get kudos.
Why do you need to put your mind to it? You already know it's there.
Oh my God, dude. She's gotten up twice.
I'm not giving myself an excuse, but just so you know, I've just recently was there.
Oh boy.
Okay. There are some pet owners that are really nice pet owners, and there are some pet owners that beat the crap out of their pets.
Oh God, that really.
We require better treatment for pets than women have to have for men.
Ooh. Oh.
If you treated your pet like you treat your man, your neighbors will call the police on you.
Real talk. That's what would happen.
And this is a goddamn shame. You thought I was going to do what? Side with you? Give you some motivation?
There it is.
Leave him.
Told you.
You're an abuser. And until you can get your shit together, don't deal with anybody. No man deserves to be abused. You can call it impolite. It's abuse.
Yo, he absolutely flambéed this chick. Jesus Christ. Look, she ain't got shit to say now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But are you going to leave him, though?
Uh-oh. Look. Oh, no, don't do it.
100% honest.
Don't do it. Don't.
Probably not.
There you go.
That'll just make
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna keep abusing the shit out of them because it benefits me. What the hell?
And that, of course, I'll tell you what, man. I think it's hilarious that these women. We got to 1,000 likes, guys. I appreciate that very much. We got to 1,000 likes. Thank you guys very much for that. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just one of those deals where these women, like the first girl, like I said, she was just delusional, right? Like, I believe with the first girl, I think that she was in a situation where she's probably messing with an ain't shit nigga and is looking for Kevin's permission to spend her daddy's money on his new business idea, right? Hey, baby girl, I got an idea for a car wash. Or I need to pay for some studio. I'm gonna build my own studio, start my own record label. I just need some seed money. And because his ass looks good, I saw earlier in the chat somebody said, he's a hobosexual with a 10-inch something or other. You guys can do the math on that. Right? But yeah, man, like that's what this is. That's what this is. Like, she was crazy. She was looking for permission from Kevin to spend money on a broke dude. Trying to spend money on Pookie and Ray Ray. Right? Looking for permission. The second woman, she called up so that Kevin could have a nice conversation with her. Oh, I was on Kevin Samuels and he was nice to me. Nah, bitch. Nope. The reason why Kevin did you that way is because you lied. Everything that came out of that girl's mouth was a straight up lie. No doubt. No doubt about that. Yeah, he absolutely nuked her from orbit. Ay, ay, ay. Later on today, in just under 3 hours, I will be breaking down season 1, episode 4 of Sex Life. And this is, man, Sex Life is full of truth. I'll just put it to you that way. It is absolutely full of truth. Right after that, I will be breaking down Temptation Island. I think we're about at the halfway point of this season of Temptation Island, and I'm gonna tell you what, the last bonfire, those are going to be explosive. They're going to be explosive. But of course, preceding my breakdown of Temptation Island, I've been getting requests from guys to play the epic rant, and there is absolutely no way I could play that epic rant and keep my YouTube channel. So I put that on Sharpe Stream. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Again, go to sharpestream.com or patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to get all exclusive content as well as the ability to chat in the Sharpe Stream app. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Get thousands of hours of content not found anywhere on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Link in description.